Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski of DOstampingWithDawn.com, and I am here with another How'd She Do That video. And today is a case of a case. And what does that mean? CASE stands for Copy and Share Everything. This was shared with me with a swap, and it was created by Helen Osterkamp, who credited Patty Dermott of a fellow demonstrator on Stampin' Connection. So we all share things on that private site, and hopefully we do inspire other people to create things and share. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to share some tips on the stamping as well as how to create a template to do the sun over here. So let's get started. The stamp set we're using is called Work of Art, and this is a brand new stamp set from Stampin' Up, and who would have thought from these images that we could get this cute little sailboat. I just love that there are creative people out there who come up and see these kinds of things with images like this. So that's the first thing. The next thing that you're going to need is some ink pads. Now the first two ink pads that we're using is Marina Mist and Soft Suede. And what we're going to do is, I've already done some pre-stamping. Now, first of all, this is very vanilla, and it measures, let's see, I want to say it's 3 inches this way by 3 3/4 inch this way. Now, I've stamped this first image with the Marina Mist, and then I've stamped the second image to create our boat with the soft suede. Now, some tips on that. I'm just going to move this out of the way here a little bit. Is that I brought my image for this one up pretty close to the top. And when you do that, all the rest seem to fall into place a little bit for positioning on this piece of cardstock. The next ink that you're going to need is Pool Party, and we're going to use that with the chevron image to create like waves or the water. So I'll go ahead and stamp this, and it's pretty much at the bottom of the piece of cardstock here. But you'll notice that it doesn't come all the way to the edge. So we're going to do some additional stamping. Now you could create a mask for that, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to stamp here. I'm just going to kind of line it up. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. We'll just do, actually, I'm going to stamp off on this one. Yeah, just a little bit lighter at the top there. And there you go. Next I'll come in with the greeting, and the greeting is from the same stamp set. You are a fabulous work of art. I love that. It's going to be stamped in Early Espresso. I'm going to stamp that. Kind of the corner here. And yes, I actually own 2 sets, one in wood and one in clear. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the marker. This is the Early Espresso marker, and we're just going to create like the pole that the sail would be on. And I'm going to use the fine tip for that. And I'm just going to kind of do this and do kind of my eyeball it, and there you go. Essentially the boat is done. We're just going to add a little sun. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Alright, so to add the sun, I thought it best to create myself a template. So this, I just took a 1-inch circle punch, and that's where I punched it here, and I actually pulled it all the way in. And then I labeled it because I think that's always a good idea, that this is the front and where you want to position it. So let's talk a little bit about that. Now when I first did one, I positioned it like this, and then I found when I came in to do my sponging, I kind of brought my sponging off of here, and it ended up coming on to here, further in than I wanted it. So tip for that is put your positioning like this. So you can see that. I'll come in a little closer. There you go. Now I've kind of covered all this, and it's protecting the rest of my beautiful work of art. And I'm just going to come in. This is a new color, Tangelo Twist, one of the new ink colors, and I'm just going to give it a rub. Rubbing just a little bit more to the outer there. And there's our sun. Isn't that great? Alright, so let's see. One last tip here. I did do a little bit of sponging. This is soft suede again. It's the same color that we did the boat in. And when I do sponging, I just tap onto my ink pad here. I'll come out so you can really see what I'm doing here. And then just kind of flick the edges with my sponge against the cardstock. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to a piece of soft suede. This measures, let's see, I want to say it's 3 1/4 inches this way by 4 inches this way. And I'm going to use Stampin' Up's distressing tool. And it has these little slots in here. They're all the same, but basically what they'll do when you put your cardstock into one of those slots and you usually I pull it towards myself, it'll start to distress the edges of your cardstock. I don't know if you can see that there. There you go. And you'll just go around, and you can do that as much or as little as you want. If you want lots of distressing, then go for it. Just keep using it against the cardstock like that. But I kind of like a little bit, just that little touch. You will get a little bit of, kind of lint, if you want to call it, from that. And then once we add that to this, we'd be all set to go. Put a couple dimensionals on the back, and then we're going to add it to our base. Now our base is actually 2 pieces here. This is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And then this is a piece of soft suede, same color. I'd like, if you know, follow me at all, I like to do tone-on-tone backgrounds here. This is with the chevron texture folder, and this measured 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and I've already added that to it. And again, this is our finished card. Isn't that great? So I love that Helen and Patty shared this with us, and I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to stop by my blog at DOstampingWithDawn.com for lots more creative ideas and inspiration. Thanks.